2023 has been a great year for video games, with some massive titles releasing this year. The AAA scene is showing no signs of slowing down as they deliver more live service experiences or open worlds that will take hundreds of hours to explore. It can be overwhelming and it's quite easy to miss or downright ignore smaller games. But don't worry, we got you covered. Welcome to HotFix Gaming. I'm Joy. Today, we're bringing you some of the video game industry's hidden gems of 2023. So, let's get started. 10. RoboQuest. While the game has been in early access for a few years, RoboQuest officially launched version 1.0 on the 7th of November for both consoles and PC. In the game, you embody one of the various robots that are tasked with navigating their way through a bright and colorful dystopian future. Your mission is to shoot, loot, scoot, and boot enemies across the various biomes the game puts you through. It's really just an uncomplicated, fun time that helps cleanse the palate after all the Souls-likes and open-world adventures that were released this year. If you like first-person shooters, then you'll have an absolute blast with this game. In fact, many Reddit users have claimed that the game is quite addictive. Number 9. This Bed We Made. A hidden gem in the landscape of narrative-driven games, This Bed We Made manages to be relatable and thrilling with a protagonist whose depth is matched only by the game's clever plotting and meaningful player choices. This title is a third-person narrative mystery game that allows you to indulge a curiosity about the hidden lives of others. In the game, you take on the role of a nosy chambermaid in the 1950s and discover the sinister mystery that binds hotel guests through the strange objects they bring on their travels. This Bed We Made is an entrancing journey through a time capsule with a compelling mystery at its heart. It's an easy recommendation for fans of the genre and anyone looking for a game that places as much importance on its story as it does on its gameplay. Number 8. Fuga, Melodies of Steel 2. Fuga 2 catches up with the children 1 year after the events of the original game, as they return to a semblance of normal life. While you don't have to play the first game, thanks to the plot summary included on the main menu and solid character reintroductions, going into Fuga 2 knowing the children from the first game really adds impact to the story. There's a lot to love with Fuga 2, and the game is incredibly rewarding if you commit to the experience. It's an improvement in every possible way on the original and provides an impactful and heart-wrenching story with engaging gameplay throughout. If you played and loved the original game, this is an absolutely essential purchase, and even if you didn't, this is turn-based strategy done very well. Number 7. RoboCop Rogue City. Paul Verhoeven's RoboCop is one of the quintessential action movies of the 1980s. It pushed the envelope with over-the-top violence, killer one-liners, and fantastic special effects, all mixed with a biting anti-corporate social commentary under the surface that resonated with audiences. Since the 80s, there have been multiple attempts to redo the series, but nothing has really managed to capture the essence that really struck a chord when the series first debuted. That is one of the main reasons why RoboCop Rogue City is so impressive. It's not just a great first-person shooter set in the RoboCop universe, it's also the most authentic adaptation the series has ever got. The developer Teon really managed to nail the look and feel of the film in ways that no one else has before. The game has fantastic responsive combat, amazing music, and great characters, all paired with a good story that puts RoboCop in the hidden gem category for this year. Number 6. Cassette Beasts. If you're a Pokémon fan but don't own a Switch, then this is a game that you have to play. And even if you aren't a fan, you would still love Cassette Beasts. It's an amazing, cozy game that's brimming with nostalgia, but without being condescending towards the adult audience. While the game's similarities to Pokémon are far too blatant to just slot it into a broad monster battler genre, there is still enough that's new, fresh, and different to make it more than just a tribute to the franchise. While other Pokémon clones pursue questionable gimmicks like giving the monsters guns, Cassette Beasts is the best kind of homage. It takes what already works, makes it deeper and better, and applies its own spin to create its own appeal and identity. Of course, it won't be able to ever replace the increasingly epic mainline Pokémon games. Still, Cassette Beasts makes monster catching and battling an addictive and engrossing experience for anyone who ever wanted to catch 'em all. Number 5. Humanity. Moving on from a game where you control monsters to Humanity, a fun third-person puzzle action game where you're a dog, specifically a Shiba Inu, capable of commanding massive crowds of people. But as the Master Shiba Inu, you don't just command people, you have to guide them through a world of puzzles. The game has over 90 such levels, each one testing your creativity and ingenuity, but there is also a lot more to experience. The game even offering a level editor that lets you craft and share your own puzzles, similar to Super Mario Maker. Number 4. Dredge. In Dredge, you take the role of a fisherman who arrives to a series of islands and is tasked with fishing and gathering food for the inhabitants. Sounds like a lovely, cozy game, right? But Dredge isn't particularly known just for its relaxing gameplay. It's also the spookiness that makes it so compelling. As you continue to explore different islands, things start to escalate as you discover some scary-looking fish, find abandoned and even dangerous areas, and you get in touch with a mysterious collector who wants you to start dredging treasures from shipwrecks. Despite being eerie and spooky, Dredge also has its charm too. Most of it lying in how the game allows you to explore its open world and complete your quests in your own time and pace. Number 3. Dungeons 4. Continuing on the franchise's tradition of being at the same time evil and hilarious, Dungeons 4 starts where Dungeons 3 left off. But don't worry if you haven't played any of the previous games. You get a summary right at the beginning of gameplay. In Dungeons 4, from the beginning, it's clear that the brand of evil you're working with is cartoonish. The tutorial levels joke about the mechanics, with the narrator directly referencing your character's abilities and prompting you to use them to exterminate the goodies. You may be in control of bloodthirsty monsters and slap your cute minions about to get them to work harder, but you've got a mentor whispering honey-voiced jokes into your ear and ridiculous dialogue breaks to lighten the mood. Part of the charm of this game is how it elegantly flip-flops between the ridiculous and the gruesome, with plenty of fourth-wall breaks and hilarious references to pop culture. While you might come to this game for its dungeon sim aspects, you'll stay for the narration, the dialogue, and the jokes. Truly an underestimated game with loads of entertainment, Dungeons 4 is a great and fun hidden gem of 2023. Number 2. Bramble the Mountain King. Inspired by Nordic folklore, Bramble the Mountain King is an adventure horror game that puts you in the role of Ole, a young boy whose sister goes missing. Despite his mother's warnings, Ole decides to venture outside in the dark forest in order to find his missing sister, and that's where he stumbles upon a world full of trolls, fairies, and all sorts of friendly and not-so-friendly creatures. But similar to Little Nightmare, this game has a good amount of cuteness to balance out the spooks. One minute your character might be happily riding on the back of a cute hedgehog, and the next they're fighting for their life against a troll with a meat cleaver. Bramble the Mountain King has a story that will warm your heart before making your blood run cold, but it's an experience you wouldn't want to miss. Number 1. Octopath Traveler 2. While the first in the series has quite a loyal fanbase, it's Octopath Traveler 2 that seems to be the favourite. Not only is the game vastly improved, but it also features a wonderfully constructed world, a compelling cast of characters, and a fantastically flexible combat system. It evokes feelings of excited wanderlust and adventure, and tells some brilliant stories. The formula is the same as in the first game. You have 8 adventurers, each with their own small-scale RPG quests, and they link up for one overarching journey. Each one will have their own paths to walk, secrets to uncover, and enemies to vanquish in a heroic fashion. And then, after everyone's had their origin story, a final chapter will bring it all together, forming the party that will tackle the greatest threat lurking just behind the curtain. Octopath Traveler 2 isn't just a great end destination, but a fulfilling journey too. It has a lively world, intricate and engaging combat, fluid progression, and builds that reward tinkering, an incredible score, and excellent arcs for all of its protagonists. What more could one ask for? But what games of 2023 have you enjoyed and feel should be considered as hidden gems? Let us know in the comment section below. And if you enjoyed this content, check out some of our other videos. As always, be sure to like, subscribe to our channel, and click that bell icon. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again in our next video.